Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another season of PRA Wreckfest. We're getting ready for season 19, starting off, kicking things off with the Bronze Series for week 1. As you can hear them in the background. If it's a little too loud or something, just let me know. I can always change that, bring that back down. But yeah, I'm excited to get this started. We're getting ready. You know what? He's a little loud for me, so I am going to turn them down just a touch.
Yep. USO rider, you here?
I'm here.
Sweet.
There we go. Gets that out of my ear just a little bit. Millsy, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Good to see you. But we are going to be kicking things off with Bloomfield Speedway Dirt Oval. We're in the B-Class Road Cutter. There's been a few changes around these parts. Me and Squeller are no longer running the show. Everything track and car wise has all been figured out by Colt Chevy. So it's good to get someone else running things and get some fresh ideas and stuff. So he's got some fun things in store for the season. But for tonight, we got Bloomfield Dirt Oval and Fire Rock Main Reverse, both in the Road Cutter B class. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We're doing back-to-back streams. I'm still debating whether or not I'm going to race in gold tonight. Depends on what happens, how the numbers are. If numbers are good, then I'll just sit in the booth and be sad because I do kind of want to race, but I also kind of don't. So as you can hear, we can hear everybody in the party chat. They can't hear me, but you think I should race, Mills? If I do race, it'll be a POV stream from my point of view. So you'll definitely be seeing some action because I'm not as practiced anymore, but that just means I'll be in the thick of things. So if that's what everyone's down with, you really want me to race.
How do I get into the lobby?
Okay, go to multiplayer.
So we just have some new people joining us, and just getting everything figured out and bringing him into the lobby. Got some new faces, a lot of returning faces. Boogie, he's one of our new guys. Someone's got to take last place. Come on, Mills. Come on. You got to do that to me, brother. But we're getting everything loaded in. There we go. And there's our other new friend, Uso Rider.
Uso, don't ready up, but get your car set. Make sure you're ready before you start. You got 10 laps qualifying. This isn't a race. 10 laps qualifying.
I don't know if you can hear Squeller saying in the background. We're doing 10 laps of qualifying as per usual. Everything with the rules and stuff are all the same compared to last season. You see that Racer and Petrie are on spectator along with me and Squeller. Squeller's just kind of training them up a little bit because once me and Squeller kind of move away from Wreckfest even more, we just want to have a good team to help Colt out run the show. So they're going to be two really solid pieces. Just making sure they got everything good to go.
You're going to listen to my voice for most of the night, but we got Racer Chick and Petrie as junior officials who are learning the tricks of the trade. So if you hear them speak up, I'll repeat what they said just to...
But I'm excited to get into some Bronze Series racing. Bronze is not what it used to be, man. These guys are fast. Oh, I gotta change my settings. I forgot. There we go. So we'll get a good view of qualifying here and get some laps in. And while we're waiting, let's I see we got 10 people tuning in right now. Let's who do we got for winning this race or starting on pole? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Starting on pole, I think I'm going to go with my man, Ice Dude. I think Ice Dude might pull something out here. Oscar's complaining that he didn't change his gear. Walleye jumps up into the pole position, and there goes Nitro. Cross, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? You rooting for Oscar? I think everybody's rooting for Oscar, except me. Oscar bullies me on a daily basis, so... But as you can see, this is a pretty normal dirt oval track. Not really too much to be looking out for. You want to be looking out to not come off the berm. If you go off the berm, you're going to lose a lot of time to everybody else. Millsy, you still bully me every day in my heart, brother. But yeah, it seems like we got a lot of people going for Oscar here. But we got
Car is too slow.
Mr. Anthony saying he's going for Walleye, the Oval King. It's not a bad bet at all. As you can see right now, actually, Walleye and Ice Dude have tied laps. So they got a few laps left to go here to see if they can improve that lap time and really snag a pole from each other. And it looks like Ice Dude does improve to a 13.357. Very, very quick lap to start off with here. And we will see if anybody can beat that. It looks like Nitro is having some ping issues. You hate to see it. And as Walleye's coming around the corner, can he improve? He doesn't. So it looks like Mr. Ice Dude is going to be your pole setter for this race. It's going to be a good battle here. For those of you who may be tuning in who haven't watched, we're going to be stacking up, packing it up nice and tight, too wide.
I got a picture of it as backup. When you load into the game, it's basically the sortie in the right way. So what we do here at PRA is we don't just gun it off the start like in your average random lobby where everybody tries to kill each other between
Millsy wants to hop in. Millsy, come back, brother. We want you back, man. We need a throwback season with me, you, Ty, Colt, Graham, all in the same group. That'd be fun. Put me and Colton little worse cars. Get the old crew back together. That'd be a lot of fun. Petrie is another one. He'd be in there with us.
Just try to remember your buddy. Everybody will help you out. Pretty simple to understand. You will not go. You will not.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun, Mills. I think that was my favorite season by far. Was our silver season together in that Road Slayer, man. It was a blast.
So just keep a steady pace, lined up 2 by 2, and set a say that magical word.
So Squeller is just going over the rules and stuff here, making sure everyone's good and clear on the rules. Some new people.
Everything's normal. Everything's fine. If you hear me say caution, race back to the line. You will then race back to the line, and everybody's going to slow down, repack it up until I say green again. If that's too much for you to remember, I talk through the whole thing the whole time. You can be as high as Ice Dude. You'll be able to follow. Any other questions before we go?
That was perfect.
Hey, listen here, Millsy. It's a different story these days. Nah, it was a lot of fun. We had some good battles. Gucci, how you doing, buddy? We miss you. We love you. Hope you're doing well.
I think you guys are good. We are now racing at normal qualifying.
There's a rando in
Number of laps 45, and I'll kick wire at that random you're talking about.
Hey, now. I don't know if you can hear him, but Squeller's calling me a random. I don't appreciate it.
Ready up when you're ready. Get your tune fixed, Oscar. And
But yeah, so our top 5 for this race is Ice Dude, Walleye, Amsterdamage, also known as K, Nitro, and Oscar. Newcomer Boogie starting in 6th, Phantom in 7th, Alpha Boss in 8th, Chevelle in 9th, and Uso rounding out the field in 10th.
I'm gonna have to give Ice Dude about a 5-second penalty. We gotta do pace laps. 5 laps pace.
So we're going to start off in this drone view.
If you're confused on what spot you should be,
See what kind of calamity can happen, and then we'll switch on. We'll go do some ride-alongs.
was it Boogie? Or was it Phantom? Or who said Oscar in qualifying? There we go. Okay, let's line it up. So then it would be
Seems like they got a couple things wrong.
in the order, guys. Want me to pull that up?
It's all right. They're doing some pace labs, getting things sorted.
Let me pull that up, guys. Give me 1 second.
We're actually going to hop on board right away. We're going to hop on with Mr. Oscar.
Alpha, you're up next to Phantom.
So Alpha move up next to Phantom. Boogie and Alpha.
There we go. They're getting everything sorted. Yep.
And Uso's in the back beside Chevy. Perfect. You guys are looking great. We're going to. Is it this time by? On math? You know, we're doing it this time by. So keep a good pace speed. Keep it tight. Do not go until I say that magical word. If you guys aren't lined up right. Actually, we're not going. We're not going this time by. You guys are going too fast. Wally, Ice, slow it up a little bit. Slow it up a little bit. We'll go a little slower on this track. Perfect. Now let's get nice and tight, guys.
Oscar, that reminds me of Tie Hard Green, eh? Just a little darker. Got a little bit of Tie Hard Green back there on Chevelle's car. But we are getting stacked up and packed up and ready to go. Everyone's getting nice and tight. And we are going green here at Bloomfield Dirt Oval. Race number 1 of Season 19. I'm excited to see what's going to happen. As you see, instantly Boogie kind of gets shuffled out of the pack there, but he's okay. He's still going straight. Ice Dude kind of stuck on the outside, nowhere to go. Let's hop on board with him and see our pole setter of this race and see how he handles this pressure. He got past pretty quick, pretty early, but he's got K and Nitro battling real hard in front of him. And this is really, really good for Walleye, so shout out to, who was that? That was Dimes was shouting out Walleye, the Oval King. And I think you may be correct if this keeps happening. Nitro gets shuffled off. Oscar goes for a big dive on the inside. All right, I'm just hearing. Just hearing that we have 1 tally. It is confirmed that being pushed off over the berm is going to be a tally just because you lose so much momentum. Looks like so far Mr. K actually has the fast lap. I was going to say Ice Dude, but K swung by and stole it. Nitro, after the early calamity, is trying to claw his way back up to the front of the pack. He's got to get through Alpha and Phantom, who look like they might be starting to go at it here soon. Alpha goes very, very deep inside. Ice Dude almost goes over on his own up there. But he's able to keep it together, and looks like it's going to be some good battling between Oscar and Ice Dude, the two of the legends of this Bronze Series. They've been here for quite a while. We love them. I know Ice is always loving it when the season's going. He's always bugging us nonstop in the off season. When's the new season coming out? When's the new season coming out? But I don't know if you noticed up front, Mr. K was able to get the lead from Walleye. He kind of got stuck up on the top.
Just a quick reminder, everyone, the stream can hear you in the background.
I forgot about that. Good thing I'm
But it's going to be a good fight here. Who we got battling up here? It looks like Nitro and Alpha Boss starting to go at it. Phantom really able to pull away. Really, really impressed with Phantom. He's shown a lot of improvement so far here in this first race. As I jinx him, commentator's curse, could it be real? Bumskag will say no every single time, but I beg to differ. I said his name once and he almost went over. Looks like we are almost 3 wide with Nitro, Alpha Boss, and Phantom here. Nitro and Phantom getting into it a little bit. Everyone stays on the berm. Phantom just trying to do everything he can to stay up top, and he's able to stay on track. Looking up front, what's going on up here? Uso is starting to get lapped here on lap 19. Like I said, he's new to the league. It's a bit of a shell shock when you come into Bronze Series. You think that it's going to be a little slower pace, but like I said, these guys are fast. Ice Dude almost goes over. That's going to give Oscar a run on the inside. Not quite able to capitalize as Ice gets the outside speed. But it is these top 4 guys really just starting to run away with it. As you look back, Nitro was able to get around Alpha and Phantom. So he is back up into 5th. after the early calamity. But, I mean, you can't even... These guys up front, Oscar's about a full straight ahead of Nitro right now. Gucci starting to kick vote for Oscar in the chat. I see you. I agree with you. I'm on board with that. What's going on back here? We got a good battle between Boogie and Chevelle. Uso is also there, but I believe he's being lapped by Chevelle and Boogie at this point. Boogie off the track. I don't know if that was a little bit of lag or what was going on there, but maybe a little bit of bad blood between these new guys. As Kay is starting to come up on even more lap traffic here. We'll see how he handles it. Oh, man. That was as close to that barrier as I think you could be without actually hitting it. Walleye able to handle that lap traffic no problem. Ice Dude and Oscar still side by side battling this tooth and nail to the end as contact is made on the track between Uso, Ice Dude, and Oscar. Oscar kind of looked like he surrendered that position back to Ice Dude. Just kind of want to say, hey, I'm not going to pass you like that. We're having a good battle. And Uso really making things a little hard on Ice Dude and Oscar here, making it a little scary. But yeah, they seem to get around him nice and well. Millsy starting to kick vote for Racer. Gucci seconding that. Nitro is really starting to pull away from Phantom here. He's got a car and almost I think he's got a full straight on Phantom here now. So here late in the race, he's starting to fall back a little bit. I see Bunk. Ice needs to use that bumper on lap traffic. You know, I think right now they're just trying to figure each other out. You know, first race of the season, there's some new faces. Trying to see, you know, what the limit is and where they can push, where they can't. So I respect not pushing anyone out of the way as of right now. Now, if it was Millsy in front of me, man, he'd be sent to the stratosphere. Can't stand that guy. But we have about 10 laps to go here on Bloomfield. Ice Dude currently in the top 3. Walleye and K really dominating this race in easy fashion, it seems like. I mean, even on lap times, they're well ahead of everybody else. Walleye with the fast lap currently, so he will get that bonus point as long as nobody beats him. He also gets, I know he didn't get pole, so Ice Dude gets a bonus point for pole. But it looks like K, Mr. Amsterdamage, is going to get most laps led. Oh, Millsy, I see you. I'm not saying that on stream. Sorry, can't get me like that, brother. But we are at the 5 laps to go. So we should have green to the end. Yep. And I get confirmation from my official. These guys are laughing, having a good time. I love to hear it. You're going to hear a lot more talking and goofing off in here than you are in that silver and gold series tonight for sure. But these guys love to race together. It's a lot of fun. K is able to get around Uso quite cleanly, which may just kind of smell the end of the race for Mr. Walleye there, as K may be coming home with the big victory. Big victory here for K as long as nothing bad happens. He is coming around to take home that checkered flag win, and it looks like he's going to do it easy peasy, no problem. Congratulations to K. I believe that is his first ever PRA win. He did well. Oh, and his ghost car just flies out in front of Phantom. Walleye came home in second. Ice Dude third. Oscar fourth. Nitro fifth. Alpha Boss sixth. Chevelle coming home in seventh. Phantom coming home in eighth. Mr. Boogie looks like he's going to be coming home in ninth. And Uso Rider is going to be rounding out the end of the field here.
For the junior officials, it's real good when the race screen comes up. Always take a screenshot of the race results because we need to post that in the server. So I'll have all of you guys do that as a backup because I like to have a backup in case I kapoo you.
Okay.
But let's give a big round of applause for Mr. Amsterdamage.
Okay, congrats. Good job.
It's a win very well done there. Very, very well done. But I'm going to go grab a drink real quick while they're getting ready for their qualifying. We'll be right back, guys.
I just go off there and just, you know, didn't think anymore. I mean, after the that's a good thing.
right, everybody. We are back. We're watching some qualifying here on race number 2. We are on Fire Rock Main Reverse.
It'll be kind of sad, but
I don't know. Download iRacing.
We are watching some qualifying. 5 laps here on the road courses, as per usual. We're going to ride on board with our winner of last race, Mr. K, Amsterdamage. They're on their first hot laps here.
Oh, something I forgot to mention, junior officials. What I like to do during the races is I record them. So
Sorry.
if I need to go back for a camera view, somebody said something happened, it's just gonna have another view. Yes, I know.
So let's see what he is able to do.
When the next week starts, I delete the old videos so they don't need them anymore. Because once the next week started, there's not gonna be any more requests or something.
okay.
I'm recording my point of view. Don't worry about it this week.
Gucci,
But
I was not in the bathroom. I wanted to go get a drink, and I was talking to the guys in the chat. All right?
you should be recording because if you want to submit a report,
Goes for you too, Saturn. And to prove that I went and got a drink, I got my drink right here.
just wait till
I'll
Wally
record
gives you
you,
a corner bomb.
I just returned the favor.
As long as you do it in the public and not in here, I got no problem with you, Oscar. You go nuts.
But we are back. Looks like Ice Dude was able to get the pole from the first hot lap so far. Kay looks like he's on a pretty good lap, though. That corner was very, very solid. I know these guys are looking to get into the high 55s if they can. Okay, coming around. Let's see what he's able to do. It's not an improvement, but hey, still a pretty solid lap time. Nitro jumps up in there with a 56.3.
I'm getting the rust off.
No free advertising. That's right. Speaking of advertising,
Yeah, we streamed that.
this is brought to you by
Take a screenshot of the
Glitch Energy. I believe it still works. Not 100% sure. I got to get with them and figure some stuff out. But even if the code doesn't work and you need some Glitch Energy, go to glitchenergy.com. Try and use code PRA at checkout. It would be very appreciated. Very great flavors, no crash. You know, I personally enjoy the Smurf berries. Very, very good. And as well as the... What flavor is it? Yeah, right here.
Not a pace car, but a debris collector.
It is the blackberry lemonade. So if you aren't into the energy type stuff, you can always get the Revive hydration. I don't know if you can see that, but it's more of a hydration drink than an energy drink. It's very, very good. I very much recommend.
Yes.
Ice Dude still on the pole with the 56.1. He's improved his time too. Chevelle jumped up into third with a 56.3. I saw him run a 55 earlier.
Yeah, you'll say blue and I'll just turn into the person next to me.
Listen, if I say black leg, if I say your name in black leg, I'm not. That's not a color.
Looks like Phantom is done his hot laps. He will be starting at the back of the field. And K. K getting strong. Nitro with a 55.8. Man, some sick laps coming through at the end of this qualifier.
Chevelle King dipping at his rear. I believe his younger.
Got me on the last lap, Walleye. Nice.
Stepson.
You guys related, right?
Stepson. I think
Stepson?
Well, looks like you weren't kidding, Saturn. That 55.6 is kind of screaming some silver times.
Abdul Bosso.
These guys are laughing and giggling and having a great time, and I absolutely love to hear it.
Correct.
It's like you just drank something that numbs your mouth, and you can't.
Also,
swallowed a bee.
it's 20 laps, by the way.
Yes, 20 laps.
20 laps of Fire Rock Main Reverse.
Do the extra 5 laps, or the ovals in general, junior.
He ran a .3.
Don't need the extra one here. That's just 20.
He ran a .3.
If they can't figure it out on this track,
That's kind of ridiculous.
Oh my gosh. Could you imagine 5 extra laps on this track? Hell no.
Oscar needs to push in the top 4 to pick up your $4. Well, I'm cheering him on. You know it. Honestly, a .3 is ridiculous. We didn't know too much about Kay when we were doing our placements. We figured he'd be around that level, but hey, if we made a mistake and he needs to get bumped up, he'll get bumped up. That's just how it goes.
If you always set your best at qualifying, you're doing something right.
Yeah, I'm almost 2 seconds off the pace, but
That's
Also,
okay.
don't forget to take me off.
You used to be 5 seconds off the pace, not 0.2 seconds off the pace, so I don't want to hear it, Phantom. It's
Yeah, Phantom. He's right.
Yeah, that's .3 is a really, really good lap time. I mean, that's upper echelon of silver, I'd say.
Thank you, Racer.
I mean, I know Racer and Cyber have hit a couple .0s here and there, but
Racer Chicken, when you're
you know,
when you pull off,
.3, .2 is kind of where they're at.
Yeah. I'll find a good spot. Safe spot.
Okay. Safe in middle of the track, park sideways. You got it.
It's right at the start finish line.
Okay, ready up when you're
Hey.
ready, guys. The order on your screen is the order that you will
Yes.
be starting. You know the whole shebang.
Squeller, I think you're the only person whose car has teleported magically back on the track in the middle of a race, so.
Yes, that has happened. My car has been parked for 15 laps and then decided randomly to then reset in the middle of the track. Thanks, Wreckfest. Okay, here we go. Start it up.
Just had to pick on him a little bit there, being the only person in history whose car teleported back onto the track. And that was on Midwest? Yeah, I think it was Midwest. So Racer is getting ready to go and get rid of some.
I'll take all the tires out here. I don't want to hit anything.
She's gonna get ready to. Oh, that sign's gone already. Cool.
Yeah. Well, you missed those.
These guys are just going at each other. I love it. Nobody's letting Racer by. This is fantastic.
Oh my god. Everybody's having a really hard time understanding this.
Let's line up 2 by 2 now, just because it's the first race. I'm gonna have you guys do it early.
Okay,
So
just
just
let me
Racer
do it.
by, okay? Yeah, I know you want to, okay, but I
Oh man, it's almost comedic watching these guys go. This is great.
I want the leaders go 30 for me, just so we get the whole pack together.
Yeah, I know he's quick in the UK leaderboards, but man, I was. I mean, our leaderboards are all the same, but like I know he was quick. I just didn't know he was that quick. You know, last time I raced with him, he was definitely closer towards. Like I figured upper bronze, but good on him. $20 for the driver to corner bomb racer. I'll let him know.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna keep it at 30. This group seems a little bit better at 30, and I'll change it back and forth here. But let's keep the pace at 30. You guys are good at that.
Gucci's got $20 to the driver who corner bombs racer. Just putting that out there.
And here we go. Real nice and tight. I want bumper to bumper. Nice and tight. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Green, green, green. Great start, guys.
All right, we are going green here at Fire Rock Main Reverse, Oscar's least favorite tracks in the game. But, and Calamity happens. That's going to be a full restart.
Everybody slow up. Everybody, we're doing a full race restart because somebody decided to kiss the wall, then somebody else kissed the wall, and then it was a threesome. that was something else.
Glad I was riding on board with him.
Stay in your lane and don't jump out until the first quarter's been completed. Don't try to make a pass right off the hop if you got a little bit better of a jump. Stay in your lane until the first corner's completed. Then
But it seems like everyone, for the most part, is okay. I know someone got hit pretty hard there. It was Alpha.
appreciate your cooperation on that. And Alpha's got to move up, I believe, to his old spot.
There you go. Hopefully his car is okay. He's definitely got some damage, but this will be interesting. I'm gonna ride back on board with him and see if death happens again. Got Oscar and Walleye riding with the fins. Gotta love it. Ice Dude in his signature sunglasses. Kay joining him. Yeah, you got that right, Bunk. This is the most exciting series for a reason.
Okay, here
And it's for things like that. That doesn't happen very often in silver and gold. But we are green once again here at Fire Rock Main Reverse. Let's hope that everything works out. We are 3 wide going through corner number 1. Walleye gets pushed out short end of the stick there. He gets shuffled to the back of the pack, but everyone's still driving straight, and that's what we like to see. These guys are going at each other up front. Ice Dude K and Nitro. They're all fighting. Boogie really making his way up the field. Same with Alpha Boss. Just goes to show having a clean start makes it a lot easier. Chevelle looks like he kind of got shuffled back a little bit as well, so him and Walleye are going to be trying to make their way up through the field. Phantom, I'm just looking for improvement out of Phantom. I mean, he's come a long way since last season for sure. It's, you know, he used to be getting walked away from pretty handily, but he's still keeping up with this pack after lap number 1. Boogie gets passed by Mr. Oscar pretty easily. Here comes Chevelle, pushes Boogie just a little wide, gives him the space to come back on the track, though. Very, very friendly move. And Phantom really goes for it on Chevelle there. Able to get the move done. Walleye, beautiful move following him through. And Boogie gets shuffled to the back of the pack. Looking up towards the front again. I see these guys beating and banging and battling. Going crazy. Yeah, Boogie will get there for sure. I mean, this is his first league race with us in PRA, and he's you know, having a pretty good night. I mean, first night league racing is very different. Nitro and Oscar, or Nitro and Ice Dude, sorry, I heard Oscar talking in my ear. They're getting at it a little bit, but they're still keeping it straight. These guys are almost 4 wide coming out of corner number 1. Yeah, Ice Dude Alpha made his way back up. Amster damage. But Nitro doing one hell of a job holding these guys off. Yeah, you got lap before halfway in your first PRA race. Man, it's a dog's world out here. K and Ice Dude get into it a little bit, but they still moving. They still breathing. That gives Nitro a good lead. Alpha Boss out for vengeance after that early mishap. But yeah, man, this is PRA. I don't know if you heard Squeller saying he's back in the good old days of Oscar's bronze. They didn't know how to take a racing line, and now they're full sending it 2, 3, 4 wide corners and going quick while they're doing it. I mean, there's plenty of public lobbies. There's not going to be guys getting 56s, 55s. Like, that's not going to happen. But Nitro is hoping to just run away from this pack now that he got some clean air. Yeah, man, this has been an awesome race. There's so much stuff happening. This whole group is still together. While I was able to get around Phantom and Boogie, but they're still battling back here. And, I mean, hey, you can still almost see first. I'm sure on the straight you'll be able to see Nitro still. Yeah, you can see him up there in the corner. And as Boogie comes around the corner, you can see everybody is still on the straight. So they really haven't made it too far apart. Ice Dude runs the fastest lap of the race so far with a 56.4. Hoping to get those down to the 55s again, I'm sure. And with all this battling up in front, that's Ice Dude. Oscar and Ice Dude getting into it. That's going to give the door open for Chevelle and K. K is back. These guys are really going at it here in the middle of this pack, while Alpha Boss and Nitro kind of run away. Alpha is catching Nitro real quick. Seems like Nitro's a little off the pace right now. Ice Dude was able to get back around Chevelle. Now Oscar is putting that pressure on with K and Walleye right behind him. And this is where the pack is really starting to break off now. Boogie and Fandom, you know, them being a little newer is really starting to show here now, as everyone in front is either been a part of PRA for a while or hanging out with the PRA guys for a while. So used to that league racing. Ice Dude is trying to hunt down Alpha and Nitro. If they keep fighting like they are up there, he's going to be able to catch him. Alpha Boss able to take back the fastest lap of the race so far with a 56.484, beating Ice Dude by only 4 thousandths, and he is battling for that lead. These guys are too wide coming down to the final corner. Let's hop on board with that. Nitro really takes a defensive line there. You'd love to see it, but Alpha Boss has some outside line speed. Nitro's able to hang on going into corner number 1. Ice Dude comes in and slams Alpha Boss. Ice Dude joining the chat. Nitro gonna have another chance to run away while Ice Dude and Alpha keep fighting like this. Oscar and Chevelle still going at it. Now remember, Gucci, this is the placement for Oscar to get in the top 4. He's got to pass Chevelle here to be in that top 4 position. Sorry, I had a little itch in the ear. Oscar and Chevelle still going at it. Chevelle into the grass a little bit. He's able to hang on to her. I know it can get a little loose back there. And Alpha Boss was able to pull away from Ice Dude a little bit again. He's running down Nitro. This has been an amazing race so far, as you hear Squeller in the chat congratulating these guys for a very, very well done race so far.
Put him up there. Put him up there.
I mean, if you got room and he wins the race, he might get a little invite. So we'll see.
I'm in 5th place in bronze. How would I be in told?
Oh, I don't know. Wait, are that Oscar?
Ice Dude breaks into the 55s. He gets the 55.910, first one in the race to hit it. Obviously, we had the two times in qualifying, but it's a lot different when you're racing. You don't have quite as much clean air. You're battling, you're pushing. Yeah, you're not lying, Bunk. I mean, it's getting harder and harder to place these bronze guys here because, I mean, if you look at this top group of guys, Nitro could probably race in silver. Alpha Boss, Ice Dude, Oscar, Walleye. I mean, it's interchangeable every week. It's great. Somebody, that's Mr. Oscar, is flipping.
Oh, I saw it, and you were in a pack, and he went flying. So shut the hell up. It's 1.
Squeller's putting Oscar in his place. Yeah, man. Like it's Saturn. It's so crazy how much quicker these guys have gotten, just over the past, year. Not even. I mean, I remember when I was in bronze, it was nowhere near as fast as what this is. It was still quick for the top contenders, but nothing like this. Nothing like this at all. We had guys getting lapped on road courses after, 3, 4, 5 laps. Shout out my boy Soul Pun. Well, you never know. Oh, Boogie is over.
Were you with somebody there, Boogie, or were you like in no I just hit the corner too late. Okay, we are still green. Keep going. Thanks for your honesty. We are still green.
As this battle for the lead up here is heating up, we got Ice Dude, Nitro, and Alpha Boss. Nitro gets passed by both of them now. So Nitro's going to be on the offensive for once in this race. Alpha caught a lot of that grass. He's going to be spinning out a little wide, but he's able to hang on to it.
Your belly button?
Looks like there's a bit of a gap forming now.
Just the belly button, though. Nothing else.
I'm kind of concerned. You should get that checked out. Yeah, okay, Oscar.
I think he has belly button syndrome.
Ice Dude and Alpha Boss. Ablofishza. Still fighting it out up there.
What's funny is you guys are much more tame tonight than you guys normally are. Yeah. Oh, that's
We got good battles going on here up front. Ice Dude and Alpha really going at it here. And Nitro really starting to get left behind a little bit. Alpha trying to fight for that inside line. He's pushing Ice Dude wide. Trying to get that line advantage. Going for maybe an undercut here. Not quite. He might be able to get it out of this last corner, though, if Ice Dude goes a little wide. Or scrubs some speed, but Ice Dude looks like he was able to get it. This is awesome, man. This is some fantastic racing. Oscar needs water. Yeah, come on in. Come on into the pits, Oscar. We'll get you some water right away.
You can see why I go to a little table at the side of the track chucking water bottles.
This has been a epic race. Ice Dude and Nitro now fighting. Something must have happened up front here. But it's been an epic battle. As Chevelle, with all this fighting, he's starting to creep up in the background. And don't forget about the Shark Man back there himself. The fish who could. Mr. Walleye, the living legend. Nitro hits the wall, scrubs a lot of speed. There goes Ice Dude. And Kay taking that fast lap. Oscar taking the fast lap with a 55.826. Looks like Phantom is starting to have some trouble now. That consistency just isn't quite there yet, which is fine. It takes time. You know, some of these guys have been racing with us for 6, 7, 8 seasons now. Oh, that's right. Oscar needs a signature hot dog. You got a point there, Slick. But with just a few laps to go, Alpha has a solid gap on these two guys now as they keep battling and fighting. Nitro coming from sim racing, you think he'd be smart enough to chill and let try and catch Alpha together and then fight once they're all in a pack, but and that he is, I don't know if you heard Racer in the background there saying Walleye's creeping up, and he is on the bumper of Chevelle here, and Kay right there as well. Chevelle goes a little wide, he scrubs some speed.
Are you Lava Girl then, Racer?
No, just I was singing the song earlier.
Walleye is doing everything he can. But this battle up front, man, it's been the battle of these three late in this race as we're coming around to no more cautions. I believe this time by, it might be the next time. I don't know. I don't run it anymore. Whatever Squeller says. It seems like we'll be doing next time by no more cautions. Alpha Boss doing everything he can, but he goes a little wide, gets that tire in the dirt, scrubs a little speed. And Ice Dude is here. Oh, but here comes Nitro up the inside, really pushing Alpha, trying to get anything he can. Ice Dude gonna capitalize, tucks up under the inside. Nitro pushes him through just a little bit. Alpha a little too far inside. Ice Dude, same thing, a little too far inside. And this battle of three is going insane. I mean, there's no space between their bumpers. And I hear in the chat we are confirming this is now no more cautions. Ice Dude and Alpha really going at it. Damn. I don't know if you heard that, Gucci, but I'd be sticking up for yourself. I know, right? I mean, you got to think these shades are really starting to weigh him down. I know he loves them, but there's got to be a few pounds there at least. Weight reduction is key when it comes to a race car to make it go faster. Gucci didn't hear it. So basically, Squeller said that just because it's caution cutoff doesn't mean you have to drive like a Gucci. You still have to race calm. Oh, Alpha goes wide into the wall. Ice Dude sneaks in there, but Ice Dude goes a little off-road riding. And Nitro right back up into this pack. And these guys are 3 wide coming out of corner 3. This is insane. What's up, Raymond? You are a little late, but that's okay. We still got silver and gold coming up. Silver will be firing pretty much immediately after this race. But we are coming around to the white flag. Coming around to the white flag. And, oh, there is the battle, Gucci. This one's for you. This is for the $4. But seeing as how there is only a couple corners to go, we are going to hop on. Let's hop on with Ice and see how this front battle shakes out. Nitro was able to get around Ice Dude somewhere around this lap or the last one. But Alpha, he's got 2 more corners to go. If he can hold it, the second victory is his. And 1 more corner. Does he go a little wide? He gets a little bent out of shape, but I don't think it's enough. And congratulations to Mr. Alpha Boss. Very, very well done from Alpha. Nitro in second, Ice Dude third, Walleye coming home in fourth, which means Gucci is not getting that $4. Oscar coming home in fifth, K in sixth, Boogie in seventh, Chevelle in eighth, and Mr. Phantom in ninth. Hell of a race indeed, Slick. This is what it's all about right here. You know, fantastic racing, fantastic people, an absolutely fantastic win. But we are going to be signing off here. Make sure you don't go far. Silver is going to be coming up real soon here, guys, in just a couple minutes. As you can see in the corner, the lobby is up now, so I'm going to be getting that stream started, and I hope to see you guys over there.